Hey guys, I think shop presses are pretty cool. I love their power and I think it's so neat that they crush stuff. So it's winter here now and I'm kind of bored and I think I'm going to make myself a shop press with the sole purpose of just doing it, giving me something to do, and then maybe I'll crush some stuff with it. It's also important to note that I know next to nothing about metal and metal working. I have a picture in my mind of what I want and that's what we're going to base this project on. So I ran out and I picked up some metal, I have some basic tools, and a lot to learn. Oh yeah, and somehow I ended up with a welder. So let's stop making all those sparks and make a shop press. Which basically means taking the jack, putting it in place here on a platform, and then it will push down onto a platform on the bottom. So currently what we have in the way of materials is this 3x3 square tubing frame and a jack which is 12 ton. There's also a pneumatic jack, so it has the part there for my compressor. So to make the platform I'm going to be using these pieces of channel steel, which is 3 inches, and I'm going to be cutting up this piece of metal here. I've got my MIG welder 140 and I'll be using this chop saw with this type of grinder cutting blade, and I also have my handheld angle cutter. So obviously my welding here is pretty terrible. My settings were all wrong, I'm sure, and I'm probably using some wrong techniques, but it does get better near the end by about 4%. Alright, so a quick update on where things stand with this shop press. So the hydraulic jack is in place. Balances very nicely here with these springs. Just drilled a couple of holes there to keep these springs in. And then the stage down below, this piece moves, so I want to be able to put these bolts in at multiple places so that I can raise and lower the stage as required. Everything has been assembled, it just needs to be painted. That will come at a later date. I've got my extra rams here on the top that I can replace right in here. And as you can see, these rams are just attached to these plates, which are fully removable. And I'll be getting a few more clips to put in there. The upper one obviously is removable as well. And then they can be properly aligned so that when the rams come together, that they are equal. I'll probably put a plate on underneath here, but for now it's just attached into the metal itself. I'm not too worried about it bending here because this is very thick and it's only a 12-ton jack. Springs are in place with these eye bolts that go all the way through and are fully adjustable depending on if I need to lower the bottom stage here with these screws. In case I am pressing something that is larger than 4 inches. This is also adjustable here so that I can turn this in. I can also let out some more pressure to bring this up, but I like it at that pressure there because it's good and solid. So I got the garage all cleaned up and I'm now ready to try my first press. I got a bunch of lights set up here because I want to do some cool filming of some up close crushing. So let's have a look before we set going. Just grab this can, and so the way this works, you can either manually use the hydraulics to activate the press, or you can use the pneumatic setup with the air compressor. So let's just put this can in here and set the camera here. Get a good picture of it. And I'll use the pneumatic setup and give that a quick crush. Wow, check that out. It's totally flat. Alright, let's release the pressure and have a look at the damage. So to do that, just remove and release the pressure here. Bit of air left in it. The springs will automatically obviously pull the jack and the bar up. Wow, that is super flat. Alright guys, that wraps up this project. Here are a few other things I ended up crushing with the press. It was a super fun project and a great learning experience and an awesome way to pass the time. Make sure to like this video and don't forget to subscribe to see what other random projects I'm up to.